Right, let's move on. Star map? No. Is it star map? No. It is star map. There are only 2 places here. So now we go to Al Nash. Al Nash, Omega Zheng, and then up to the final boss. Church battleship again. The Omni gods want you dead. They told me so. Straight into combat. Fair enough. Plenty of turrets. They do have an impaler though, so that's going to be slightly inconvenient for me. Because they're going to keep shooting me from range. Fighter Mark II, Frigate Mark III. I mean, technically my ghosts can get through the turrets, which is kind of what we want. So I'm actually going to deploy both my fighters and my ghosts. So we're going to put the drone crafter over here, where it's difficult for the drone to get to, unless he shoots this in my face, which is annoying. But, and fighters, yeah, fighters are going to come out with frigates then. But where's actually free to travel? Basically, none of this section is free to travel. You have to go around this way, pretty much. And it's literally this corridor here is the damage-free corridor. I need to send my... and they can stay over here. So I need to basically send my ghosts up here, my ghost and my wraith up here. You've got a battleship shielding, which I need to basically keep punching through. Which is what the ghost and the wraith are going to be used for, I think. But yeah, we're going to start this. Okay. Wait for them to stealth up, because the impaler is gonna. I'm gonna have to move the fighter to this place here, right? Fighters are gonna put the. This is the area, right? It's there, so we can put you right here. All right, and you ready? You're stealthed up. Okay, you stealthed up. Go over there and attack him. Right. They've also, yeah, they've pinned me there. I've misplayed this horribly. And also, yeah. So I'm probably dead at this point. Actually, I can move forward a smidgen. Hopefully, nope, I can't move forward at all. Right, hit this thing down. Okay, cruiser, basilisk cruiser. Okay, drone Mark 1. Go attack that thing. Okay. Where's the stealth area? I can go over here for stealth purposes. You're hitting this guy, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Strangely enough, you're hitting that guy. You're there. Resists? We can resist? What? Like, amazing if true, we can resist? Can you get in there, please? Start attacking this guy, please. Okay. Ghost fighters. You're still cranking that one out. Patched cruisers are going to get basically pelted to bits. I'm not really worried about those because they're within the range of several turrets. They arrive with... They're basilisks? They're Mark III basilisks. They arrive with 30 health. 2 shots will kill them off. 1 shot will leave them with 5 health. Not really worried about that. Start attacking there. You as well. Go over... No. You can just travel straight. You can just travel straight. You are stealthed. Okay, can I bring out the nanos? Put the nanos there. Okay, you hitting that guy? Fair enough, I'll move over here then. Not a problem. Nanos online. Dude. It's problematic for them, isn't it? Yes, it is. Wait until that dissipates. Wait until that dissipates, I think. Wait until that dissipates. Hitting here, I guess. Move you up to there. You're dead. That's the Mark 1. Okay, let's look at the nano drones out. Wraiths are going to get hit, though, unfortunately. No, I got to do this. Just to keep the Wraiths alive. Okay, now I can hit you with that. Fire now as well. Keep attacking over there. Nanos, the second that's over, I need to send them back home, basically. Nanos, retreat home. the crafted drone don't care about you. We win. Our frigate was wrecked, though, sadly. Annoyingly. One Neo-N. Abandoned auto factory. Aki Beacon, sir. Pick up an old message. Hi, Dr. Tanaka here with House Akibara's Sung Modification Services. Reminding you to get your yearly mods. You don't want to end up looking like an Imperial, do you? They're very cavalier about hating the Empire. Okay. Who can get through it most of the way? You can. Joe, you've been stunningly good at doing this. We're gonna get ambushed at some point. Again, we can lose all of my commandos and still be over 10, so I'm okay with this. Send Joe out. Just get us the resources back. Get us the weapons. Scrap. Keep going. Fellowship wreckage. Nothing found. Really? Persuasion? Neo-N fuel? Auto factory, come on. Scrap. I was hoping for weapon there or something. Scrap. Fight avoided. Ambushed. Lost pretty much everybody. Extraction point. We saved 2 people and we got some scrap and some Neo-N, so it'll do me. Lost 8. Which means I'm down to my last remaining 10. But that should be fine. I don't think... There is actually one there, which is all I need. And there's an army depot. I get some more stuff over there. Let's go to the Al-Nash anomaly. Okay. So we're back from the scrapper station. Nothing there but a few rotting scrappers. A couple of troops came back with nasty coughs, so I sent them to get checked out by the dock. He should be wrapping up soon. Oh great, they just lose more commandos. If so, I'll go to the army depot, buy some more, I guess. Doc Tahi, sir. Sir, I just finished examining Lean's troops. It's not good news. I'm afraid these commandos are in the early stages of aggressive form of Neo-N poisoning. The good news is that I can believe some of our specialist officers have necessary antibodies to heal the commandos, but I'll need a considerable amount of blood. I await your orders, sir. Ask one of your specialists to give blood. Do I get to pick? Because I know exactly who I'm picking. Lieutenant, we need your help. Which one? Let me pick. It worked, Admiral. I was able to transfer the antibodies. The officer's a little dinged up. The commander should live to see next expedition. Dude, Sergei. Sergei's weakened. That is perfectly fine. I'll take that. Right, we move over to Omega Jing. Go to the planetary defense turret wreckage first, I think. Because I'm actually at 10. If I was under 10, I'd go to the army depot first, but since I'm not, I'm going to go to the planetary depot first. Ooh, nothing's going on here, sir. Wow. I don't know, I'm detecting something slightly unusual about this sun. Such as, nothing extraordinary, it's just that a few of its metrics seem off. Must be random solar variation. Is the NS Odysseus in danger in its present position? No, I don't believe so. I see. Well, regardless, it's time we push on. Come on, crew. So close. Come on. Local system map. So, planetary defense turret wreckage. That got me a weapon last time, didn't it, I think? Tell the shipping crate with no escort, sir, what do you want to do? Lynch, go have a look. Lynch, form a team and go check it out. Tell your blurs to be on guard, Captain. Of course, sir, we're on Ori now. Sir, the door's been blasted away from the crate and... what? There are OMNIs, functional OMNIs coming out of it. Did the captain say what I think she said? Sorry, false alarm, it was just the way they were floating out of the crate. It looked like they were, you know... Bring the OMNIs back to the hangar, Captain. Right away, sir. Which we immediately scrap. Okay, come on, who's going to get me the most out of this? You are going to do pretty well there, actually. Who's got the highest chance of getting... You got the highest chance, but you're going to come back hurt and you'll lose all your commandos. Guaranteed. Which might still be relevant. So I'm thinking I'm going to get... I'll take... Takeshi-sung hasn't really done much, so Takeshi-sung... You've only got 4 health, which means you're going to take very little damage off this. There's a chance you lose no marines whatsoever, so go for it. Get me those weapons. Danger avoided. Danger avoided. Resource caches, scrap. Carry on going, nothing happened so far. Persuasion, Dark Matter Cannon Mark 1. They're not very... That's never very interesting. Ambushed, piloting. No, we lose one person. I'm fine with that. Tesla Fuel Generator Mark 2. Could be useful. Could be useful. It's worth getting an extra slot for, possibly. I get extra weapon docks. I can get that up online. I can get that online. Put you in there, Tesla Field, because you actually do damage over time. This is just putting your wall up, essentially. But I'm okay with that. Local system map. Army depot first? Doesn't really make a difference. I can do both. I can do first and after, because I've got 9 Neo N. I only need to go to one other place. I pick up a pre-shutdown ad on this beacon, sir. Some people enslave the Omnis while some worship them as gods. When it's all said and done, who do you think will enter the garden? Nobody. What do we have here? We can buy Fighter Mark 4 Wraith. Oh, Space Bender Mark 3, Pierce Laser Mark 3, Flak Cannon Mark 3. Apparently this is not random. Apparently this is not random. So, 22 seconds, 25. So I want all of this, basically, right? That's not question here. Mark 4 Drone Flash is the 7-second teleport anywhere, which could be useful. Another Wraith drone. How much do I get for selling the Ghost? Is the big question. I get 112 for selling the Ghost, because I'd quite happily get another Wraith instead of another Ghost, because you're actually faster, a little bit more health, same DPS, but you've also got the same shockwave, which is amazing. So it's 190 to buy this. I can sell the Centaurus though. I don't really care about the Centaurus. I could actually, yeah, I might. If I'm selling a fighter wing, I'll sell the Centaurus more likely because I'm not a huge fan of it. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to sell the Dark Matter Cannon. Don't care about you. Sell the Piercer Laser if I can get the Piercer Laser Mark 3. Because it's 22 seconds. This is also 22 seconds, but this is just way more, right? Same 10 more damage in the same amount of time. Very, very useful. What's my actual purchase costs then? I think about this. 150 plus 190 is 340. Right, let's get my calculator up and running. I'm guessing we do maths live. 340. If I put the Wraith in there as well, if I get the Wraith in there as well, it's 530. I could potentially gain what? 37. Minus 37. Minus 112. Gives me 381. Which means I need another... Minus 298. Another 83. If I get another 83 on top of what I've already sold, I get everything back. Another 83. 83 is getting Takeshi-sung, who will no longer be relevant, I believe. Takeshi-sung is no longer relevant because we have nothing else. We just have the boss fight. There's no more going down into the planet. Takeshi, we can do this. We can actually do this. Okay. I'm selling Takeshi-sung, the Piercer Laser, and the Minotaurus. 1, 2, 3. We can buy you, and you. Close. Pierce Laser Mark 3. So you have 2 Wraiths. We only got 1 frigate. So 1 frigate. So if they go heavy on the fighters, it'll be a little bit iffy. But the Nano works really well with Tesla Field, because the Nano basically holds something in place, and the Tesla Field will do full duration, which is 40 damage on them. We can do a lot of stuff there. If they have turrets on the field, we can hopefully help out with that. This is essentially a lot of damage. This is 65 damage if I put those together. This could... This... I can come back here, right? Technically, I can come back here. There's no more need for this. Depending how much I get in the other areas, I maybe could do with... there's no more frigates, so this isn't irrelevant. I might have to keep the piercer laser for dealing with fighters because of my lack of frigate. Anyway, system map. We'll try this out before we... Do we just try this out, or we just commit to the ending now? There's nothing necessarily... What can I get out of this? Possibly an officer, maybe. I'd rather just go for the ending, I think. In case having a fight and getting more things patched. That's the only thing. In case I get a fight and more things get patched, that's the only negative, I think. So I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to go straight for the cluster boss and do this fight. There's the folder, there's the battleship. Xenon's battleship. At last, Admiral Idaho. I've heard so much about you and your battleship. Sorry my cardinals couldn't be more hospitable. I assure you we take manners very seriously in the church. Which is why, before I kill you, I'm going to say a prayer for you. Put in a good word for whatever it is you're headed. An Imperial Admiral. You might be in for a nasty little surprise. You've proven yourself an enemy of the Empire, Xenon. Surrender or I have no choice but to destroy you. Surrender? A pope doesn't surrender. That would be unholy. Now let's get down to business. I have a sermon I want to wrap up. One on how I bravely smashed an evil Imperial battleship. Okay. The last boss fight was a challenge. So 48 wings. One Pierce Laser Mark 1, one Pierce Laser Mark 2. They've got the cooldown thing up. Tactical Raider XL. That's a massive tactical. There's no turrets to be worried about here. You seem to have Impaler cruisers, Basilisk cruisers, and heavy on the frigates, which is good for me. Because the fighters can take care of the... Okay, we'll put in Wraiths there as well. So we put Wraith out here, Drone Flash over here, Drone Crafter over there. So Drone Crafter as well. Drone Crafter back. Actually, no, I need to put you somewhere where you can get out of it very easily. It might be the situation where I pull you back in, and then if you get basically if they put down the Tesla over here, put the Tesla over here. The Tesla over here. I'm looking at this the shape. So if they Tesla, this is my deployment area. If they Tesla here, this won't get hit. If they Tesla here, I can move you in and put you back over there. If they Tesla here, same situation. If they Tesla down here, that's more problematic. If they Tesla here, that hits my entire deployment area. Okay, so that is something to be concerned about. Fair enough. Right, anyway. Put a flash drone over there. I'm gonna go with nanos in. I'll bring the Mark IV Wraith. I'll bring the nanos as well. Nanos, Mark IV Wraith over there. We'll start cooling this up. You're currently wounded, Sergei. So if I have to switch you out, I will. Incoming reinforcements are frigates, Mark IIIs, and Impalers. Basically, I'm using the Mark IV drones and the nanos to basically deal with the frigates. The Wraith is going to have to deal with the Imperial cruisers. I mean, I can send you to take care of cruisers as well, because you can just teleport to wherever you want to go, although you don't do much damage. I'm also worried about the piercer lasers. I have more health than you, so maybe that's going to be helpful. I don't know. Okay, everything's online. We've got 3 things coming in there in 2 seconds. Really? In 2 seconds? I just forgot how crap this is going to be. I completely forgot how crap this is going to be. Technically, that's a 40-second delay. So even with your cooldown, it's still massively long delay times. Let's say, this is not going to be great for me, is it? They're bringing everything in at once. That doesn't help me at all. That is so cheating. Cryo Wave. Every 80 seconds stops moving for all attacks from all your units in about 8 seconds. Really? Like you and your stupid boss abilities. Okay, Nano Drone. Nano Drone. Go attack that guy. Flash drone, ready to teleport? Yeah, ready to teleport, okay. Takes you 5 seconds to teleport over there then, that'll do me. Keep shooting these guys. Fire, Tesla generator. Get them for a bit. It'll do a lot of damage there. I'm about to lose my flash drones immediately, because of course I am. Right, drone. I need a drone over there. Get in there, do some damage. I really lost something else as well. I lost my nano drones, because of course I did. And that is over there, but we just you can get that out of there. Okay, get out. That was a piercer laser. Okay, piercer laser over there. We can take out the frigates. Not quite take it out completely, but we can do some damage to the frigates. There's an Impaler frigate over there as well. Of course there is. Piercer lasers. Right, okay. I kind of want you to go over there and help. You need to help, actually, you need to go over here and help out with this, though. Go, help out like that. Okay. Attack this frigate over here. Put that field. Oh, no. Put the hullbreaker laser straight into your weapons. This generator over here. Of course it's killed. Why wouldn't it be? Wraith Mark IV and Ghost Mark III. Drone Mark 1, go hit that thing over there, please. And you're attacking. Okay, you did that one, which means you need to move up. Which means you need to go over this way. You need to go retreat back into base. That was resisted. Okay, so you can come out again on this side. Piercer laser mark. Okay, drone mark 3, go hit that over there. Fighter Wraith fighter, cruisers over there. Okay, go over there, deal with that. I'm about to lose my. Yeah, I'm about to lose that. Yeah. Well, I'm about to lose my first thing, so I'm currently losing the war on the enemy. Okay, they're currently gearing up for patch fighter and patch frigates. My frigate can come out and play and say hi, I guess. Ghost fighters, drones, crafter drones. Honestly, head back in as soon as you can. Fighter wing is not quite ready for this yet. Just lost that drone wing. Okay, wait, hold the phone. Wraith fighters, are you stealthed up? You are stealthed up. Okay, ghosts. No. Ghosts over here. Bloody hell, ghosts, come on. There you go, over there. Frigate, fighter wing, crafter drone. Honestly, put that there because it'll cause the cruiser to move. Yeah, that damages the weapons for a bit. Okay, Wraith fighters. Okay, over there and attack these guys, please. It's not great. I'm gonna do that for a bit. Oh, great! The cryo wave. Good. That helps. That helps me a little bit. That helps me a little bit. Good. That worked out well for me. Good. You two heal up. You go return. You have to return as well. Actually, you don't need to return. You don't need to return at all. Put those shots into wherever you can. You do need to return, don't you? Because you can take 20. You can take 35 damage. You can take 35 damage. You're about to stealth up. You're going to take a bit of health. I can't really stop that. 38 flash drone. You can survive both hits as well, so you can come out there. Okay. Gets my hull. annoyingly, but do the damage there. Hey, move out the way, because... Jump about, get out of there, good. Okay. Basilisk Cruiser. You're gonna move? Yeah, you have to move, because you won't take... Okay, so go over there. Wraith. Hit that guy. Go in there. Go, 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 go. He's taking damage over time. Hull breaker. Put that in there. Damage the weapons. Ghost. Move over there, please. And immediately put a Tesla over there. It's gonna hit me up. It's gonna hit everything really quite badly. But it'll have to do what we can do. Hit that for a bit. That wasn't great. That's gonna hit as well. Kill that off. Good, those are both dead. We're still managed to do a lot of work over there for us, which is good. Good. Up ready to fire. Right, who's next to come out? Crafter can come out and just sit back there, as per usual. You can... that can come out. And Dennis can come out. Okay. Go back. You're gonna die. Yeah, you're gonna die immediately, so... honestly, just die immediately. That makes more sense to me. Drones over there. Wraith fighters stealth up as soon as possible. Cool. It was going to happen at some point, so might as well happen at this point. Tesla Field Gen at some point. It's going to hit everybody. Okay, we're going to do... big shot. It's you. Tesla Field Gen into the Impaler. Hullbreaker shot into your squadrons. You're gonna have to retreat in. Just do that already. It helps out immediately, and also means we can redeploy you up there. Wraith's gonna come out. Okay, it's happening over there. Frigates can come out nowhere at the moment. That's fine. Wraith. Go for their weapons. It's far more important than anything else you can do. I'll kill that out immediately. We're cryoed for a bit, which is annoying. Okay, test the field gen here. You're also going to go up there and put some damage into there. Yes, good. Over there, help out. Good, there's the second one down. Wraith Mark IV comes out and says hi. Drones go in there and attack those guys from there. Piercer Laser Mark III. Ah, missed. Blast, my bad. That was not good for me. Go over there. Okay. Hullbreaker. Okay, this is actually not going too badly at all. Let's put these two in there, in contact. Immediately do that. Make it friendly. Wraith. Good, we're taking the damage, but we're also doing the damage, so it's not too much of a problem. I think, essentially, we win in 20 seconds. That is going to there now, right? Yeah. Need to move that way. We win immediately. We win in 12 seconds. Fighters. Yep, we win. I don't think I even needed the Hullbreaker at the end there. The drones are just have very good DPS. So you think you're going to save the Empire, do you? You're not going to save anything. All will still die in his clusters, I assure you. Ask why Xenon shut down the OMNIs. You didn't. Why? Why did you shut down the OMNIs? Why did you shut the OMNIs down, Xenon? Despite what you believe, I didn't. But you had a motive. Look how your power has grown. Yes, Well, that power has been most unexpected. What do you mean? When the shutdown occurred, I did not know what would happen. I feared the end of the Church of Singularity and the end of myself as its pope. So I adapted. I had to. It was that or lose my position and become like everyone else. Luckily, my disciples believed I was the prophet I claimed to be. They believed the OMNIs shut down because we had not worshipped them well enough. Why did they believe that was so obviously a lie? Because the truth, which was that their gods had shut down and would never turn on again, that their gods were not in fact gods, was too painful. They turned to make-believe, to fantasy, and I was happy to provide that for them. No, Admiral, I did not shut down the machines, contrary to what you've heard. Then why have you hunted our ship in your sectors? You are a naive one, aren't you? The preservation of power, of a kingdom. It's been nice not having Oberon breathing down my neck these last 20 years. Then if you didn't do it, who or what did? Let me ask you something, Admiral. Who had the most to gain from messing with Oberon's machines, Who hated Oberon the most? I'll tell you. House Akibara Sung and House Kosh Buendia. No one despised Oberon more than they. But why did they hate him? Because the old man had them under his thumb for centuries. They dreamed of becoming as rich and powerful as House Telos, but they never could. He would never let them. Your culprit is one of them, Admiral, I'm certain. What do you want to know now? Tell me about the relationship the Church had with Oberon. The relationship? Yes. Your Emperor founded the Church, Admiral. That was the relationship. You lie. Why lie when I'm so close to death? Oberon created a religion to cement the importance and permanence of the OMNIs in his empire. But why keep that a secret? To help with the illusion that the machines truly were gods, and not just an invention of a machine invented by one man. Which is what they were. Oberon needed people to believe that OMNIs were holy things, so as not to question a world, an empire, a galaxy revolving around their existence, and to secure his place in the center of that empire as its immovable emperor. What do you want to know now, Imperial? Did you ever believe the OMNIs were gods, or was your belief always a lie? Yes, when I was a young man. The OMNIs were the reason I left my home planet and joined the clergy. My parents were aristocrats in House Telos, with a couple of OMNIs of their own. I found that so much of who you are as a young person is merely an act of rebellion against your parents. They despised the Church, so I loved it. Unfortunately, at about that time I started to lose my faith. I developed an insatiable hunger for power. By then, my only chance was to satisfy my appetite was to rise within the ranks of the Church. So I did, quickly. My greed and enjoyment of that greed far outweighing any moral unrest I had, which, truth be told, was probably very little to begin with. Yes, Admiral, for the time I did believe, but that was a long time ago. Do you know anything about my past? Do you know anything about me, Xenon? Only that you are Oberon's best Admiral and that you died on Ganymede, vitrifying the survivalists. Of course, now I can see that was mistaken. I suppose this is another ruse by the old man to keep his best weapon hidden. But why do you ask, Admiral? Ah, you have a touch of egomania in you too, I can see. Careful. The time has come to surrender, Xenon. Do so and your life will be spared, I promise you. Be that as it may, Admiral, I have no intent on surrendering. To be honest, I don't really see the point. What do you mean? I am dying. We all are in these sectors. The rich, the poor, the believing, the non-believing. I would imagine it's the same in all the clusters. Without active OMNIs, we're doomed. We have 10, 15 years left at most. I'd prefer to die now than spend that time in an Imperial brig, no matter how spacious it may be. Sorry, Admiral. You'll have to finish what you started. Was that a shooting, or was that him blowing himself up? I can't really tell. I'm glad we won, don't get me wrong, but I kind of have mixed feelings about defeating the Pope of religion that thinks I'm God. Know what I mean, Admiral? I'm not even going to answer that. So, do you believe what Xenon said? That the Church of Singularity didn't shut down the OMNIs after all? I do, Machine. Xenon had no reason to lie with his death so near. No, I believe he was telling us the truth. So we've eliminated another suspect, but now we have 2 more to add to the list. House Akibara Sung and House Kosh Buendia. That's right. It would seem that one of these great houses shut down the OMNIs. But which one? For God's sake. Xenon mentioned House Akibara Sung and House Kosh Buendia, but he hasn't the only one. So did Vond, the Imperial fleet veteran we arrested. Do you believe these houses may have had something to do with the shutdown machine? The great houses are next to House Telos, the most powerful in all the Empire. They've existed since the dawn of the Empire, 700 years ago, but it seems they never had enough power. Not for their taste, anyway. No, it's not unlikely they had something to do with all this, Admiral. Jealousy and greed are highly motivating factors. Among humans, that is. I might have another questions for you. You do. Tell me about House Akibara's son, Kaliban. Besides House Telos, they're probably the wealthiest house in all of the clusters. Or they were, anyway. In addition to more traditional Omni-related business pursuits, House AS invested heavily in biological and chemical engineering. Why? As a way to try to compete with House Telos, which because of the positronic trip quota had a large advantage in Omni industries. Bio and chem engineering also play a significant part in their culture, and they use it to better their intelligence and beauty. Though their standards, especially for beauty, may be considerably different from House Telos's. What else can you tell me about Akis? The Akis, also as a means to add to their considerable fortune, have resorted to less legal means of commerce. You're telling me they've broken imperial law? Shocking! Yes, in the past. Quite a bit. They frequently engaged in questionable practices, extortion and gambling being their specialities. But why didn't the Emperor Oberon stop them? I believe he tried, but not even every Oberon has the resources to completely stop them. Our galaxy is too large. We know about that, and that. Every Omni needs a planetary chip, which is only manufactured by House Telos. Each house is given a quota of chips they can have, and the Rubicon stops them from doing these things. I'm going to click my way through just in case it's something new, but I don't think so. Yes. You're kind of... Yes, we've done that. It's exactly what we've seen these before. Try to recall again about an emotionally linked memory. I thought maybe what Vaughn said about the original Idaho's death might trigger something, anything. I'm still not remembering any of my emotional memories. As I said before, you must be patient. Your emotional memories will return when they're ready to return. And remember, tell me as soon as they do. It's very important. Can you be, more ominous? So you never heard that story about the original Idaho's death? Not once. Nor do I know the biographical information of my clones. I assume Oberon didn't want me to know. Ask Kaliban why for a reminder in the original Idaho. No, we know that one. No, we know all this, basically. This was all explained to us by Vond, so I'm going to not ask those questions. Is there anything left in this section? I feel like it didn't black out, so I guess not. What do you think most likely turned off the OMNIs? I believe a human or a group of humans is most likely behind the shutdown. Somehow they accessed all OMNIs, not including me, via the fold net which Gehenna is not connected to, and interfered with our programming. But as embarrassing as it might be to admit it, I still do not know who accessed the OMNIs, nor how at this time. And what about the immortality machine? Remind me. We, or rather you, learned from a zealot that Oberon has an immortality machine in Elysium. This machine is almost identical to the ones we Calibans use to produce you clones. Yes, so basically... Oberon was a clone of himself. This is basically what? 7th day, I think? Enough chit-chat. Time has come to push on machine. But who do we investigate first? House Akibara's son or House Buendia? At this time they seem equally guilty. Based on my knowledge of the folder hub map, it would take us less time to travel to the Aki cluster. Why don't we start there? Then it's settled. We leave as soon as we possibly can for the Aki cluster. The fate of the Empire depends on it. Chapter 2 finished. Folder unlocked. There's clearly a space inversion going on as well, which is interesting. And that's the end of that. The end of Chapter 2. New battleship unlocked, Jericho class. And as we learned at the end of Chapter 1, every single time you get a reset, essentially. Every single time there's a reset, Kaliban can only take what we basically put in here to the next sector. So if you just skip that, let's customize the crew. I just want to see what the ship is before we start last time. So let's see if this ship is actually worth using. The Jericho class has the weapon cooldown, comes with a sub-zero gun and an executioner laser, so it's high damage, high delay. Double frigate, double cruisers. Additional weapon docks. I don't think you can get that many weapon docks in the Excelsior. So if you're going to go weapons, the Jericho is very much weapons. Comes with additional hull as well. Has no ground signal distress efficiency, only gets very little of that. Can only deploy up to 3 wings. rather than 4. Additional weapon docks. But it has 2 officer slots immediately there. There's plenty of heat capacitors as well. Interesting. This is actually not altogether a bad one. If you want to go... Definitely, if you want to go weapons focused rather than combat focused. Well, I'm assuming that's an Aki ship, that's a Kosh ship, and that's a pirate ship, so... I might carry on with the Excelsior just to finish the plot with the Excelsior. This is clearly like chapter 3, 4, 5, and 6. But that'll be next time, folks. I will see you then. Bye-bye.